Greetings! Welcome to the Devlog for hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. We're going to start off as always with a quick sound check. Make sure your speakers aren't up too high. Wonderful. So what have we got for you this week? Well, we are over in the Take and Hold lobby for a reason, and that reason has to do with some new features, a new character in development, and some functionality we're getting in for our coming user-generated content tools. So let's take a look at them in roughly that order. So basically, I've mentioned in the past, we've been working on this thing called H3VR Studio. It's going to be a tool that will allow you to, among other things, both share all of your vaulted guns, your custom scenarios, but also create your own take and hold characters and all of the data that involves them. Now, because of the fact that this functionality is designed to replace a very popular mod that's been in the past, Take and Hold Tweaker, we wanted to make sure that a bunch of the functionality that existed in that mod exists in some form in what we've made here, and I've taken the opportunity to expand it a bit. So I'm going to show you how that works with something with a temp character that is not done yet, but is demonstrating the functionality called Lucky Looter. And the idea behind Lucky Looter is that Lucky Looter doesn't use the standard take and hold economy. Instead, it's much closer to what you would expect in sort of a looting survival game where enemies drop ammo, equipment, etc. for you. And it's super configurable for whoever wants to design these sorts of characters. So we're going to dive right into classic mode, into this very work in progress, and I can show you how it functions. I'm going to play this in scavenger mode, which I think is the most fun way to play this type of character, but this sort of thing still works with spawn locking for those who like things a little less ammo managing. All right, let's go right in.
Uplink successful. Target system detected. Take it.
Beautiful. So, the way a run of Lucky Looter works is similar to, ooh, we cut a laser. That is perfect. That is perfect. Let's try, we don't want, yeah, there we go. Beautiful. So the way this works is that we have a limited amount of ammo, and there are a number of ways within the play space to get more ammo and more weapons that have nothing to do with override tokens. So let's go find ourselves some. Supply points play a different role in this character than the others. It's where a number of Rotwieners show up. Oop, did I just eject around? Waste not, want not. So one problem with the physical racking is every now and again you'll hit a wall and lose a round. And this is not a mode we want to be losing a round in. Ooh, is that a patrol? I hear a patrol. I want to get another magazine for my gun. Oh!
What's over there?
Ooh, 2 patrols. Stay down. Wonderful. So as those both died, they didn't just drop their Sosa guns, they dropped a random ammo object associated with something I'm armed with. So if we can, oh goodness, a Taz, okay. Goodness, where's, there we go. Yunk. That was exactly what we wanted to start out with. Note, these magazines don't always spawn, yeah, they don't spawn full. So we're gonna use, yep. Cool, we'll put the empty one back there. That's gonna be so useful. All right. Every spare gun is important. So we're gonna head to the hold point now that we have enough mags. I don't want to burn more ammo fighting patrols, because I'm not guaranteed to come out ahead in that trade. We're going to sneak up, and I don't know if this is even powerful enough to take out a comparator. We're going to try. Yup, there we go. Now with the comparator here, this one actually drops us a gun, and instead of spawning that gun raw onto the ground, which could become very much a performance problem if there's like 10 to 15 spare guns on the ground, it instead spawns in the item box. Looks like we got another pistol. I'm not going to complain about it. Grab his Sosa gun as well. I don't know if you still have a shot in you, but we'll find out. All right, let's trigger our hold.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
I'm gonna just use a shot of the Taz here to opening salvo. Oh! Or we're gonna miss with it. That's terrible. Stay down. I would prefer not to even waste ammo on them if I can.
Static encryption detected.
I hope I'm not like air racking my pistol or physics racking my pistol each time I did that.
Next system lane. Analyzing system.
And here comes the boss.
Over there.
Oh, and his mercenary. Oh, shoot! Flubbing it!
You're gonna need a weapon when I'm done with you.
Up! Nope, 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 nope. Boom. Down. Thanks for the mag, nerd.
Data extracted.
Oh, this is not for this gun. This is for
3 override tokens
that
found.
gun.
Advance to next system node and take it.
I lose my. There we go. Beautiful. So, a couple things to understand about the way that fight played out. The first thing to understand is that, similar to the Metal Gear character, there are bosses in this, but I've changed the way that the boss code works, because honestly, I never really liked it. The whole idea with the way bosses now work at the end of waves is that if you kill the boss, the wave ends. You don't have to finish shooting the encryption, or you can try to kite the boss, not dealing with the super spongy boss, and just take out the encryption. It's completely up to you. I think this is our last mag for this one. So we'll switch over. Yeah, we'll switch over to this. Ooh, health is not doing good, which means we're going to have to attempt to go farming. Get ourselves a health power-up. Remember, everything you're seeing with the balance of this is still very work in progress. It's a whole bunch of concepts I'm trying for the first time. In part 2, as I said, build myself one character, but then build the foundation of something for the modder folk who love inventing characters to use. Yep, here we go. Die! Die. Come on. Come on, give me a power-up. Ah. Seriously, do we get no power-ups? We got no power-ups. That is just rude. At least we got a heal there.
Override token found.
A token we can't use at the moment. That'll eventually be... Oh, someone's fighting. I love doing multi-faction, taking hold characters. We got patrolling scavengers. We got spec ops holding down points. We got rots moving around. It's chaos. Still want to see if I can get myself a heal. I really did get the best melee weapon for this. If they would just stay down. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, could have actually not wasted one of those. Beautiful. Now we got a heal. Now we're ready to go to the hold. Honestly, seeing as we heard gunfire before, I wouldn't be surprised if we run into some remnants of a scavenger patrol.
Sometimes I get the distinct feeling that this is all just...
Oh, they are very armored. They are very armored. Oh, goodness.
I'm out. Reloading.
Very armored.
Huh?
Do I want another gun? Or do I want to just hit the hold
What's
point?
that?
Ooh, is he going to come up here?
I wonder what that is.
Human shield!
Fist.
Well, meaty shield.
Oh, bite me.
Oh, It only worked for so long.
Check this out.
Gotta get creative.
I wonder what that is. Huh?
Blitz attack! Oh.
Swapping mags.
Okay.
Huh?
Still doing okay.
Huh? Smarts. Clogging.
You down? Nope, not down yet.
Oh, darn.
Whew. Now, let me see what gun you gave me. Oh, another pistol. I think my my item spawns are not quite working how they want. And another pistol. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. Those should have spawned me SMGs, but oh well, when in doubt, more pistols. We are not doing good ammo-wise, which means we are almost certainly going to die in this next engagement.
Interfacing with system node. Hold this position. Analyzing system.
Ooh, power up! Just what I needed.
Static encryption detected. Neutralized.
Ah, yes, I miss. Nicely done, Anton. Where's the third? Nice try.
Encryption neutralized.
Shouldn't have wasted that power up when I did.
Advancing to next system layer. Analyzing
Oh, I've
system.
dropped my main melee weapon too. Where'd it go? Is that you? Nope. Oh, we are in trouble.
Static encryption
There's the whip.
detected.
There it is.
Neutralizing.
Perfect.
Encryption neutralized. Advancing to
Okay.
next system layer.
You've got ammo. Let's heal ourselves.
Analyzing
Now for the
system.
boss. And the mercenaries. Where'd your gun go? We're almost out of ammo.
Playtime. Huh? Frankenbean.
Hardened encryption.
Oh, we are gonna die. Can we get his gun? Nope. I'm out of ammo. Just shoot me already. You guys are terrible at this. There we go. So yeah. Not tuned balance-wise at all yet. I just got the looting system working. Let's jump out of VR because I'm sweaty and I want to talk to you about what this is all being turned into. Yo. So, out of VR. Let's talk a little more about how that's working. So, as I said, as you can see, this is not yet a balanced affair from a difficult standpoint at all. Complicated by the fact that I'm also a little out of practice, especially with melee stuff. But as I said, the goal for this, the main thing that was done to enable this all to function was to build an entirely extra definition vertical in the way Take and Hold works. Like the way Take and Hold works is that for each level you play 1 through 5, there's a definition for the take, i.e. who's defending the hold point. There's a definition for the supply points, who's defending those. There's a definition for the patrols that come by. And then there's a definition for the waves that you fight in the hold. I've added a new type of definition that can be optionally present. So it isn't required for a character. And it can even mix and match with other functionality where you can define on a per level basis, basically what kind of loot drops from each individual SOSIG profile that can appear in that. So one of the things I was testing with this sort of mixture is being able, you can have some Rotwieners and health power-ups and special power-ups drop from them. And then there's like mercenaries and they only drop what's called smart ammo. And I think I explained this during the run, but basically smart ammo simply looks at every single gun that is currently registered into the run that is still active. So it can be in your hand, it can be in your quick belt, and it can even still be like on the ground somewhere if it hasn't been cleared yet from the prior level, and a random amount of ammo will drop from that. I make it so that it includes the ones on the guns. So you can't just like cheese it where you like put all of your guns on the ground and then just engage with one gun to reliably make mags drop from it. It should be more random than that while still being bounded. But if you're the sort of person who likes designing take and hold characters, you don't have to use smart loot drops. You could have it be a wider pool. You could be like any magazine that holds 9mm if you wanted it to be more like something like if you think about the way loot works in Escape from Tarkov, you're very, very unlikely to ever encounter as part of random loot a magazine for a gun you're carrying. But there's only so many types of ammo, so you are fairly likely to find a magazine with some ammo that you can use in your own weapons. So really, I've tried to author this entire process to be as flexible as possible, because I know folks in the past in the mod community have made very different types of characters, some of which were more sort of like loot loop oriented, some of which were more sort of action arcade oriented. And I wanted to make sure that this configuration system allows for making a whole bunch of those. And I intend to author probably like 2 or 3 more characters, both because it's just really fun to do, but also so that everyone has a sort of template to look at how I used those systems to get a certain type of gameplay. So Lucky Looter is going to be the first of those. And as I said, it's going to be entirely using the loot system. There'll be no purchasing. Oh, that's something else you may have noticed. None of the take and hold stations appeared. That's now a thing that can be configured for a take and hold character independently. So you can, if you want to be like, I want to design a take and hold character, but there's no ammo stations at all. There's still an object constructor. There's still tokens. You can get tokens. You can buy things, but you have to rely on the ammo that you find naturally instead of having a station to reload it. You can do that as well with a character. And I'm probably going to, I might change one of the other existing characters that's a little more looting oriented to be like that. So yeah, that is the main thing that I have to show you folks. The other thing that's been going on in the background is that Nathan and I, mostly Nathan in regards to this, have been working on the H3VR Studio tool. So this is the user-generated content system for uploading to workshops. So you'll be able to share your vault files, your custom scenarios, and anything you want to author in regards to a custom SOSIG, a custom outfit for them, as well as a full take and hold character and all of the data stacks. It's an external tool. It has a nice looking interface, and it will be from there that you'll be able to configure everything and upload it to Workshop. Right now, we're in early closed testing with it. We've got a small closed testing group who's primarily there to find all the different ways the thing crashes, low quality of life problems, things are unclear about the interface, but we are hoping to have it ready for wider use in a couple weeks. But yeah, so that's going along great. And I can't wait to see. I imagine it's going to very quickly be a competition on the workshop to who can upload the grossest custom gun. And truthfully, I don't really have a problem with that. So I'm looking forward to, and once they're all up there, I'll have to download some of them myself and show them. Well, maybe we can do some themed contests with it. So that sounds fun. Beyond that, we are also coming up on the 10th anniversary of the game. I had originally really wanted to have the 1.0 release of H3 done by this time, but that didn't end up being feasible for a bunch of reasons. There ended up being a whole bunch more work on the studio side of things, and just as I've mentioned before, I'm juggling this and another game. We're going to be announcing that other game very, very soon, and once you see it, you'll understand why I'm so tired. I'm so very tired. So I definitely, if at any point you ever feel like you might want to make 2 games at once, I thoroughly recommend that you don't, if you value your health, so, and sanity. But either way, I'm not going to complain. I love what I do. I get to make hot dog nonsense every day. I have no position from which to complain. Anywho, that just about does it for today. I don't have this build ready for you yet. I'm still, as you can see, the character isn't even finished. There's a whole bunch of bug fixy things to do with the way that this functions, especially because this sort of custom loot system can also spawn vault files. There's a bunch of things I need to fix in regards to that. But I'm hoping this will be ready for you folks to play around with next week, along with a whole bunch of bug fixes that I've been working on. So, and we'll see what else. See if we can get a special treat in there to help celebrate the 10th anniversary of this ridiculous game. So I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all soon. Peace.